On today's court roll, the extradition case against two men allegedly involved in the killing of South African rapper Kiernan AKA Forbes and his friend Tebello Motsoane will continue today in the Manzini Magistrate Court. That's in Eswatini. South African authorities are seeking to bring the two back into the country to join 5 others who are accused of orchestrating and carrying out the hit in Durban last year. For more on this, let's bring in SABC News reporter Nhlanhla Jele, part of our team in Eswatini, and joins us now live. And Nhlanhla, we've been here before. Any clarity on how today is likely to unfold?
Good morning to you, Ayanda, and to our viewers at home. Indeed, we are back in the Manzini Magistrate's Court, and as you can see behind me, the court is not quite full as people are slowly making their way in. We understand that the Crown, which is the Director of Public Prosecutions in Eswatini, is already here. We are waiting for the defense, obviously, to also make their way into the court. And as you can see, just to my right, where the suspects usually sit, they are not here as but we do understand that they're here in court. We are obviously expecting to hear whether or not the application will continue this morning or will there be another postponement. Remember, 2 weeks ago when the court adjourned, we heard the defense asking that they need time to go through the 254-page extradition application made by South Africa, also to consult their clients and also to bring in senior counsel to work on this case. So this is what we're expecting to hear this morning, whether or not we are continuing with the application or if the defense is opposing. Remember, if they are opposing, the judge will give them another date where they'll file an affidavit stating why they're opposing this application. And if they are not opposing, then a trial date will be set, and of course we'll sit down and hear what is contained in that 254-page extradition application made by South Africa's National Director of Public Prosecutions.
It still feels, Nhlanhla, that there are a couple of steps to be taken before we can see these two brothers here in South Africa to join their 5 other co-accused.
Indeed, as you're saying, quite a number of steps need to be taken, and that will be determined by what we hear this morning in court. So far, we have not seen the defense in sight in the court, but as you can see just behind me, we have people from South Africa who are here just to ensure that this process runs smoothly. 2 weeks ago when they were here, when we were in court, we saw representatives of the NPA. Here in court, we also saw the representative of the South African Embassy in Eswatini was also in court, and this morning they are back once again just to ensure that proper steps are followed. We also saw 2 weeks ago when we were in court a legal representative of suspect number 3 who's currently appearing in Durban for the same case linked to the AKA and Tibz Murders, who was also in court, their legal representative, also just to make sure that processes run smoothly. Remember, when they came here to ask for a postponement, they had to state why they need this matter to be postponed to today. We know that they gave 3 reasons. Number 1, to go through the document, which they received the day before court said 2 weeks ago. Number 2, to consult their clients and also to consult senior counsel who will be brought into this matter. So we're also going to hear whether or not that process or how it went or how it unfolded in the last 2 weeks when we were not here, whether or not they consulted their clients, which in this case will be Umalusi and Osiabonga, and also whether or not the senior counsel, which they spoke about, has been brought in to also handle this case moving forward.
Still a very important story without a doubt. Nhlanhla Jele, thanks very much indeed for that brief update. Nhlanhla is part of our team in the Manzini Magistrates Court. That's in Eswatini.